When I was a lad, I ate 1 dozen eggs.
Gaston.
Gaston.
Hi everyone, I am Emily, and this is Michael. We're here with you once again with the Austin Heights Baptist Church Outreach Committee for another episode of Feed My Sheep.
Yes, and we are here in the Austin Heights Church. We're doing this for a few different reasons. The first reason why we want to do this every week is what?
Well, Austin Heights loves to eat together. I know we've had a year without potlucks together, so this is a chance for us to at least feel like we're connected and feel like we're eating together.
And while we're doing it, we can kind of make it a mission project of sorts because we're going to ask everybody to make double the recipe. So everything that you see on here, we're going to ask you to make 1 portion for your household and 1 portion for another household so that we can share it. That's what the Christian life is all about. And there's so many people right now that just need that reason, that excuse to go and say hello to them or check on them. So,
Absolutely.
and tonight's a good one.
It's a good one.
This is a good one to share.
One of my personal favorites.
Is it someone you know?
I know her pretty well. Since birth, you might say.
I also know this person quite well. Maybe not quite that far back, but this was my Sunday school teacher, my youth minister. She's been in the choir every week. You know her. You love her.
Jane Webb Childress, everybody.
Hey, hello, Jane.
Hey, Mama. Welcome.
Welcome. We're glad you're here.
It's good to be here.
What are we going to be making today?
Bread pudding with brown sugar sauce.
Oh.
What? I think we all love this one. I think when Jane enters with this blue bowl, we all know what's coming.
Awesome. So yeah, this is a fan favorite here. And is it hard to make or is it easy?
It's easy.
Excellent. That's good to know.
My favorite kind.
All right, well, let's start with the ingredients. Could you kind of walk us through, if I'm at home and I'm trying to gather what I need to prepare for this, what would I need to have on hand?
Okay. You'll need some bread. Basically, you need enough bread to fill this bowl or whatever bowl
Sure.
you're using. This recipe is very forgiving. I guess it's a gospel recipe for that reason.
Yes.
So you can use, your loaf bread at home. I would say anything except a savory bread. If you had like rosemary bread or something
got it.
like
I
that.
don't want Italian urban cheese.
No,
necessarily.
you don't. So, but any just basic bread will work. Bread and butter.
Are we gonna use this whole stick of butter?
Yes.
Okay.
You
So-
always
You
want
know
those
it's gonna be good.
recipes that start with 1 stick of
Right.
butter.
So if I'm doubling the recipe, I have 2 things of bread, 2 sticks of butter, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Sugar. So you need 2 cups of sugar, 5 eggs, evaporated milk. Although I have heard that some people don't like evaporated milk in their bread pudding. And again, it's very forgiving. So if you want to use cream or
Okay.
half and half or milk, extra milk, you can do that. Vanilla and milk and a cup of water.
Does it matter what kind of milk it can
It
be?
really doesn't.
Goat's milk.
Never tried that, but it would be interesting.
I do have a question. Does anyone know what evaporated milk is? I mean, I know it must have evaporated at some point, but I'm just curious.
Well, you don't want to mix it up with sweetened condensed milk.
I know, and I would.
Because that's
but-
a whole different thing.
Okay.
Right,
So,
I could
yeah.
easily.
Many
mix
people
those up.
refer to this as pet milk.
Oh
Because the
Oh.
brand, this is Kroger brand.
All right.
Okay.
Well, where do we begin?
Okay, I'm gonna put you 2 to work. What we're gonna do is layer chunks of the bread, and we're gonna layer the bread and the butter.
The breaking of bread,
Yeah.
Pieces
Just
like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
little pieces
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
like I'm feeding a bird.
Yes.
Or
You're at the
exactly.
duck. You're at the duck pond.
So would you call this the bread of life pudding?
Absolutely.
The bread of life pudding.
Now you want to stop
Okay.
and put some butter in there, and you want to just do like
Just little chunks.
little pieces of
throughout.
butter.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yep.
You take one side and I'll take the other.
Okay. So then, yeah. So we just do like a few pieces of butter every little bit.
the recipe I got this from, yeah, that's
Good,
probably
okay.
enough.
We'll add
and then
this next.
and then do more bread.
Okay.
The recipe I got this from calls for coconut, but Cindy Burton and I do not like coconut. And then it also calls for raisins, and I don't like raisins, so I don't put raisins.
Jane does what Jane wants.
That's right.
Let's Let's add
Now
some more butter.
Put some
Oh,
more
more
butter
butter,
in.
that's right.
It's easy to get carried away tearing that bread. I'm sure it's kind of
It's
big,
like
kind of
a
big chunk.
butter bread lasagna.
When you put it that way.
All right, so what's the history of this? I see some old tattered recipe pages. Tell me about where this originated.
When young people are looking through their parents' recipes, you want to find the ones that are dirty. They're the ones that have been well loved.
The more stains,
the more stains,
the more splashed
the
on
more
it.
it's
That's
been
right.
made. Actually, I did not grow up eating bread pudding. It's not, a family favorite or anything. When I was a young adult, I was wanting a sweet comfort food. And for some reason, bread pudding sounded good.
Is it particularly southern, do y'all think? Or, I don't know.
I don't know, Joe Bartnick loves bread pudding.
And I do
he's
too.
from Long Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This recipe is called Marie's River Cajun bread pudding, and I know that, a lot of Cajun food uses bread pudding as a dessert.
Okay, that looks nice.
So now we're gonna do the custard. You wanna break 5 eggs in here.
I would challenge you to an egg cracking competition.
Oh, I don't
How
know.
good is your one-handed crack?
Ooh, not.
Check this out. I wish I'm gonna mess it up. Look at that.
Ooh,
Beautifully done.
impressive.
Oh,
Beautifully
yeah.
done. I'm not gonna attempt it on camera. I'll be honest. I'll just practice at home.
This came about, I used to make breakfast tacos for immigrants every Tuesday for 2 years straight.
So you got good at
I got real
cracking
good at
eggs.
cracking eggs.
Yep.
All right, so that's 5.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And then we want to just beat those up a little bit. Just beat them with a fork.
So two cups of sugar.
Yep.
2 cups of sugar helps the bread pudding go down.
That's what I always say.
So this would be a good one to double too, because like everything I'm doing, I just double it. I just have a whole nother bowl full of butter, and then I would
Yep.
do 10 eggs and
Yep.
4 cups.
Yep.
This is a really good one to kind of make multiple of, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So when does this become custard? At what moment
I don't know.
does it change
I
from
just,
eggs
I
to
just
custard?
do what the recipe says.
When it feels right.
Okay.
All
Then
right.
we want
Is this-
a heavy pour of vanilla.
Really?
Yep.
No measurement.
No.
Just kind of, I
That's-
love that.
I was gonna say, wow, I had no idea my mom was living on the edge like this.
No! My wife would flip out if she saw me just pouring.
Well, it called
Ooh, it smells
the
so
recipe calls for a half a jar
Good gracious.
of vanilla butter and nut, but I think it has a little bit of an artificial
Oh, okay.
flavoring
Yeah.
taste, so I just go with
Okay.
regular. Now, pour in a can of pet milk.
Yes.
Sure, I'll go for it. Okay. Oh, did you say the whole can?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I did.
Let's just
And
go.
now we want a cup of water,
Cup of water.
Ooh.
a cup of milk. No, just put the milk in with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make any difference, but
So a cup of water,
But that's
and then
how you do it.
and then you
but
top
that's
it
how
off,
I do it.
sure.
so that when you're done,
This is
it will read 2 cups of liquid.
Yep. Stir it up.
Milky water.
Did we preheat the oven?
We did not.
We need to do that.
What shall we preheat the oven to?
350.
Oh yes. I always listen for the.
Flame. There we go.
Now we're cooking
you're
with
gonna
gas.
pour that over the top and just make
Okay.
sure that it's all covered.
With that vanilla. Mmm. Oh, there's a little drippage. Get all the
Yeah.
drips
Oh,
in.
sorry guys, I didn't even see that. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Just pour more. Yeah.
I'm
with
trying
more, with
to-
more authority.
yeah.
Pour
There you
with
go.
authority. That's part of the instructions
That's
that are in
right.
the book. It's
Pour with authority. Yeah, I gotta practice my
Well,
authoritative
Here,
pouring.
use this to get
Scrape
Oh.
it all.
all the
Yes,
stuff out
ma'am.
of there. There you go.
Now, do we have to cook it? Could I just eat it right now?
You probably
Because,
could.
Yeah.
Probably could. Yeah.
I don't know if you'd like it.
Giant chunks of butter in my teeth. Alright.
Okay, what time is it? In 15 minutes, we need to smash it down. And that's what the recipe says. Okay, so for the sauce, we're gonna start with a cup of boiling water and then a cup of packed brown sugar and a 1/4 cup of flour.
Okay.
So we'll stir up the brown sugar and the flour real well and put it into the boiling water on the stove and stir it until it thickens.
This is gonna make what's almost like, I would think, a kind of a thick caramel drizzle of some kind, right? Like,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah, it's a,
Yeah.
It's the cherry on top, so to
The
speak.
bee's
It
knees.
really is, yes. I could guzzle this.
You can also put it on ice cream. It's really good. And then a 1/4 cup of butter when it's hot, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla.
So they do
Bacon.
get specific on the vanilla for the sauce.
Yes.
No,
it's not just a heavy
Yeah,
pour.
yeah, okay. Okay, so we have our water. We boil that first.
Yeah, so let's put that there. Get my heat going.
So 1 cup of the
Yes.
brown sugar. I'm gonna make a mess. Oh, yeah.
And so brown sugar is one of these funny things. It's like beach sand, where it's when it's packed or unpacked, it can be like it can take on different volumes. you
Yep.
know? Now, what's a good
Yeah,
packing
you
method?
can get your 1/4 cup and pack it in
Squish
there.
it.
And let's get
Yes, thank you.
that.
I would just give brown sugar to my children to play with.
Oh.
It's almost like that. What's
And-
that sand?
That
and all the
kinetic
kids- the
sand,
kinetic
yeah.
sand.
And eat.
Yep.
It's just a wonderful treat
It
all by
is.
itself.
It's so delicious.
It's that and sweetened condensed milk, you know, for dessert.
See
You
how
can just
much
put a
is coming
can
out.
down in the middle of
Yeah,
the
you're
table.
almost there. Okay, so this goes in here, right?
1/4 cup of flour.
Which is, I suppose, the thickening agent.
Yes.
Right.
And then I love stirring that up with
Really?
Yes.
This is. I'm not used to these textures
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
experiencing right now. It kind of turns into a dirty snowman. We'll go for a new technique.
Oh, I like it.
So now we're gonna pour that in here.
Stir it as it's going.
Yep.
All right, let's do this. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
Uh-huh.
You can just pour it in all at once.
Turn
Michael.
down the heat just a little. Oh, all at once. Okay, we're going.
So, okay, is it thick?
There's some chunks in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you wanna get the chunks out.
Oh, that's nice though.
I think it's pretty thick. Like, I
Okay,
think the
yeah, go ahead
texture
and
is
turn
good.
it off, because it'll
You
thicken
want
as
some
it
of that?
cools too.
Look at
Okay,
that.
so I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, now let's put the butter in.
Do we take the wrapper off the butter?
Yes,
Oh,
take the
yes,
wrapper
yes,
off.
we take the wrapper off.
Oh, of course.
We shall plop the butter. We are plopping.
So 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla.
Of the vanilla.
I liked it when you did the heavy pour.
I know.
You can also put a little bourbon in it if you want a bourbon sauce.
Now that, do you have to measure or you do a heavy pour on that too?
I think you can do a heavy pour on that.
All right, so while we're waiting, why did God even make us like food, do you think?
Any theories?
Pure survival instincts?
God has given us so many pleasures, and I don't think we're the only creatures that just feel sheer pleasure in the world. I mean, sometimes you see birds that are just having fun, singing their hearts out or flying, or, you know, we see other animals playing and just, you know, seeming to take so much pleasure
Enjoy
in their
world that was given to them.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so, you know, I think that food works the same way for us. And I believe that God takes pleasure in our pleasures.
What does bread pudding have to do with faith?
Well, obviously, sharing it at potlucks has to do with our faith. So many stories in the Bible are about people gathering around a table and eating together. But the main thing I was thinking about was when Jesus fed the 5,000, and they had all those baskets of leftovers, and
What they could have done.
they could have made bread out of those baskets of leftovers.
I love it.
But it is one of those things where it's you use day-old bread and things that are left over. So it's kind of like the quilts that our quilting group makes, where you take things that are kind of like scraps and leftovers and redeem them to make them something beautiful.
And beautiful and shareable and yeah. I love that.
Can you think of a time, and this is generic, when you've been blessed by food?
In terms of memories for me, my grandparents lived on a farm and were farmers, and family, every day at noon, she would actually wring a chicken's neck and have it on the table by noon.
Man.
And it was the best fried chicken. It was the best fried chicken ever. Dinners at my grandmother's house were just always a blessing and such a strong memory. But another time when I was so blessed by food was a time when Emily's grandparents came to visit, and we all got sick, and my father-in-law got pneumonia and nearly died, and we were trying to take care of him at home, and the rest of us had the flu, and it was a very hard time, and it felt like it went on forever, with everybody being sick and dragging on
And
the house.
she was taking care of everyone. I was 4 and I remember this.
But people in the church came out and brought food, and it was just so wonderful to be with my friends and laugh and eat the food that they brought out, and that was such a blessing.
Yeah. We had COVID in my family in November. You brought me beef stew, and it was in an old container, like maybe a yogurt container.
Yep.
But it didn't matter because it was the fact that you showed up and you had made it, and it was delicious. And I'll remember that. I won't forget it. So that's one of the cool things about food, is how it interlaces itself into our stories and our relationships.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to take that and smash it down to bring more of the liquid up.
Okay.
There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
That's good. And that bread's all crispy now. Delicious. Okay, how's that? Good. Okay, cool.
Okay, and put it back for 45 minutes.
Well, we are so excited because our celebrity taste tester is here. It's none other than Mrs. Frances Chisholm.
Hey!
Oh, this is wonderful. I love it. Jane, you just make the best in the world.
Oh, thank you.
And I just love it. Do I get to eat some now?
Yes,
You do.
ma'am.
I love the texture of it.
I do
It's
too.
so cool.
I experienced bread pudding in El Paso at the church because the cook that I had for the kitchen loved to use the leftover bread for bread pudding, and we make it dessert for Wednesday night. It didn't cost as much money.
There you
There you go.
Yeah.
Baptists have to be economical.
That's right.
Okay, let's get her a spoon. There you go.
She knew right where the spoons are because
She
she's
did.
been in this kitchen
That's
doing
right.
dishes more than anyone else.
That's the reaction you want. Perfect.
Jane, it's wonderful.
Absolutely. Extra hungry. Oh, good.
Do I get the whole bowl?
That's yours.
What do you think, Grandma? Should I reach in and grab a spoon, or are you gonna swap my hand?
Oh.
She's going to share. I'll just take
Just
a little bite.
Just a little. It's awesome. Is this the caramel sauce?
It's
Brown sugar.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Isn't that good?
It just feeds
Now
my soul.
you'll want to come see me, won't you?
Yeah, if you got this mother load over here, then I'll be by in the morning.
Bread pudding for breakfast.
I like this because it's easy and you get this kind of reaction from people, so everyone just, applauds you.
Well, this has been lovely. Mom, thank you. Francis, thank you for...
Thank you.
I think that we're all ready to make and eat some bread pudding.
And don't forget, we're sharing it.
That's
so
right.
you always double everything.
Yes.
Don't be like
Speak
grandma.
for yourself.
No, you did a good job. Thank you for sharing with me.
But before we go, everyone, don't forget, feed my sheep.
Okay, well, this has been a really fun experience,
Yeah.
as always. If you're looking for a church home, Austin Heights is a great place where we do things like this. We really believe in fellowship.
We have a lot of fun together.
And if you are someone who has either got a meal that you'd like to share or you'd like to be a taster, you can fill out our survey where you can actually recommend meals, and you may be selected, as my great granny Franny was today, to be the lucky taste tester on the next episode.
Until next time, bye everyone.
Bye. Goodbye, y'all.
Bye,
Studio
Grandma!
audience.